Hello, welcome back to Boys on Film. My name is Phil Marriott. Joining me is Raj Rudolph for more coverage of the BFI London Film Festival 2022. Taking on Emily the Criminal today, the new American crime drama, written and directed by John Patton Ford and starring our favourite, Aubrey Plaza. Raj, we love her, don't we?
Oh God, love Aubrey Plaza. Love her, love her, love her. She's such a chameleon, and I just can't get enough of her. You put her name on the poster, I'm watching it.
I don't know anything about the director, I haven't seen his previous works, but this is a social commentary movie, pretty much. Like I say, starring Aubrey Plaza, Theo Rossi, and Gina Gershon from Showgirls. I was so pleased to see her in this. She got a relatively small role, but anyway, it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. So she stars as Emily, who lives in LA. She's deep in debt. She struggles to pay off her student loans. She's got a felony conviction as well, and she's offered to take on this job to earn a lot of money. I mean, it's $200 in 1 hour to start with, and obviously the more jobs she takes on, the more dangerous they get and the more obviously illegal they are.
It's just straight up credit card fraud is what she's doing.
See, this is the thing, because there are so many dodgy things that she's doing, but you still like her as a character. Yeah, morally that's quite wrong, but you still like the characters. Does that put you off a character when you know that what they're doing is not good?
No, because you put yourself in the shoes of the character. You get to pretend to be that person for a bit. And so we have Emily, who's 70 grand in student loan debt. She hit back at one of her abusers and in turn got a felony charge put against her, and wanting to do art, she can't get a job. She literally can't get a job because of a bad deal in the card game, really. So she's working a delivery service. She's working in a delivery service, which doesn't really suit her. It's hard hours. She's not getting enough hours, not enough benefits, independent contractor, and she takes a job, buying TVs with stolen credit cards and fake credit cards, and she gets paid a lot of money to do it. And she's a tough New Jersey girl, which I think I loved about Aubrey Plaza, because we've never seen her in this sort of casting before, as tough bitch from Jersey,
Yeah.
And she, every time she gets knocked down, she gets right back up, and she's just sick and tired of people trying to take advantage of her. And now that you mentioned that scene with Gina, I just thought about it now, and how she clapped back at oh, you expect me to work an internship for 5 months and not get paid? That scene was amazing.
I love that scene. That's my standout scene. Not because Gina Gershon's in it, but I just, like you say, the way that she claps back is brilliant, because I think so many people can relate to that. They've been in that situation where, you're taken for a bit of a ride and taken advantage of with, obviously a job, if you've got skills and you've worked on those skills for years. I mean, I've had it so many times with DJ work. We'll give you some hits on social media or something. So I just want to be paid. It's my skill.
With exposure.
Yeah, exactly. So Gina Gershon plays Alice, who is her friend's boss, because her friend tries to get her a job, because obviously she knows she's in dire straits. And Emily goes for that job interview. And yeah, that is a real standout scene for me. I mean, there's a lot of tension. I was kind of expecting there to be more tension. I was expecting it to be more of a nail biter. I think there is a bit of comedy in there as well, so it's a hard balance to get, isn't it, to get that real high tension thriller and to throw in some comedy as well.
Again, though, this is one of those films with a massively important social commentary behind it, and it's not too really far off track of what people in these type of situations are going through. So in that terms, I felt it to be kind of hyper realistic. The tension was definitely there. I mean, I'm definitely afraid of box cutters after this, but
yeah.
I don't know. I was really riveted, and it was one of those films about an hour and a half long, just slightly over, but from beginning to end, I was absolutely riveted. It was a roller coaster ride, and I kind of liked how it all wrapped up. It had a nice ending, which defined exactly what happened, and there was some action scenes, and it was tense, and I loved it. I just really liked this film a lot.
Aubrey Plaza is always so likeable. I think it's because she's quite blunt, but she's still got that kind of wink in her eye. She's got that cheeky charm. And I think that's, obviously this is the perfect role for her because it's quite gritty and there's a lot of meat to it. And as vegans saying that, I shouldn't really say that. But yeah, I think she handles the role brilliantly. I think she obviously loved the script when she read the script, and it's a good story. I mean, it's an interesting idea.
Yeah, definitely, and it's kind of nice to see her in a film that's not so really about its quirkiness and kind of weird and avant-garde. It's kind of nice to see her in kind of a realistic action sort of tense role. I think this film really kind of elevated her as an actress, if you ask me.
Yeah, and I think she's going to go more mainstream because of it, perhaps. Because she's always taken on the indie roles, and this, there is a bit of indiness about this, but it's quite a blockbuster.
Absolutely,
I enjoyed it. Yeah, a strong 3 stars for me.
Oh, I'm gonna go that little bit more and give it 4. I think 4 stars for me.
I think she's brilliant in it, and I think. Yeah, it made me ask a lot of questions as well, which I found really interesting, because I kept thinking, am I supposed to like her? The only thing I didn't really like was her relationship. I'm not going to say any more than that, but she does have a relationship in the film, and I wasn't sure that was believable.
It was a bit tragic. A bit tragic, but put yourself in her shoes. Given the situation, what would you have done?
I guess you would want a bit of comfort along that really risky ride.
That's true.
And we've got so much more to cover. I mean, we talked about the London Film Festival before, and we've each got about 50 films that we want to see. I think I've seen about 12 now, so we're getting there.
Well, you're way ahead of me this year. And I think you're gloating a little bit because it's usually reversed.
Make sure you check out the playlist because we've got an LFF playlist on the screen now and plenty more to come. Thank you for watching. Good to see you, Raj, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one.